Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your money and career guidance for the rest of July to the end of August with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. I haven't got myself a cup of tea. I'm teed out, but you get yourself whatever you want: tea, coffee, glass of wine, beer. Get yourself comfy, kick your feet up. This is good for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, cross-watching, and of course rising. However you want to use them, the energies let you use them, not them use you. Okay, let's have a little look what we have got going on then. So for my Aquarius, for money and career, please, for the next about 5 weeks. Okay, alrighty, all the cards I use are linked below, along with the links to my books and my tea and tarot merch if you're interested in my cups and mugs and candles and all sorts of loveliness. All right, my beautiful people, you've got Ace of Cups with the Tower. Oh, there's a big change coming in that you have manifested. We've got the Lovers, we need to make a decision. We've got the Star, the Seven of Swords in the center, the Queen of Swords, a lot of truth coming out. Oh, another ace, Ace of Coins. That's a good one to have. Oh, an even better one to have, the King of Swords and King of Coins. When we are looking at money and career, there's Mr. Moneybags there. All right, and you've got the Page of Wands. You're creating some opportunities for yourself. Lovely. All right, let's get your affirmations out. Okay, these are mine from hoping to having wealth and success, which is the same as money and career. Okay, all righty. So for Aquarius, please, you want that one. I become more of myself through success. I am an expanded version of myself. All right, so you are expanding with that success. Lovely. Okay. Oh, they want that one as well. They're saying take the other top one. Okay. I enjoy being around successful people who expand me. Okay. This is really powerful stuff. Once you start spending some time around people who are really successful, financially and otherwise, it rubs off. It truly does. Okay, so they want you to have that one as well. Okay, let's get one of these. I'm going to have to squidge them over so you can see them. All right, these are the Everyday Spirit Guide affirmation cards for Aquarius, please. And we've got forgive. Freedom means to forgive. Forgiveness is needed. You'll be forgiven. Okay, what is that about for you? What is that about for you? This is related to money and career. Okay, perhaps somebody's been spending your money freely without you knowing about it, because we've got the Seven of Swords in the middle. Perhaps you were offered or promised a promotion or a bonus that you didn't get, and somehow you've got to get past it. Okay, we'll find out some more. This is the Energy Oracle. That's the theme for my Aquarius, please. Angel of Balance. Okay, there's about, I think, 6 or 7 angel cards in this deck. And the Angel of Balance is what it says on the tin. We want to bring balance into the situation. So if it's been off balance, we need to get it back into balance, okay? Through that forgiveness. Because if we're holding on to resentments and bitterness and we're not trusting, it will impact us and our money and success, which we don't want, okay? All right. So let's have a look. Let's pull it all together then. It's funny, I'm pulling it together as I'm saying that. Pull it together. Okay. So the center of your reading, which is the most important card, is the Seven of Swords. The reason it's important is because it touches all the other cards around it. It influences. So the Seven of Swords is a card of strategy and planning, keeping your cards close to your chest, not necessarily sharing a lot. It's like it's all going on inside, but I'm not necessarily going to tell the world and his wife about it. It's also a card of deceit and deception. Now, normally I wouldn't read it that way, but because we've got the forgiveness card here, I do feel that they're saying, and they're saying yes, for some of you, not all of you, it won't all resonate for all of you, that there is something here to forgive in relation to money and career. Okay, so I know lots of you are not in a career, you're retired and you're only interested in the money part. That's fine. Take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. Okay, but we've got a situation here where we need to forgive and bring the balance back. The angel of balance is only here when the balance is off, and the angels come in to help us regain the balance. Okay, so we want to be around successful people because they expand me and grow me. Okay, okay, for some of you, they're saying there may be a belief system that you're holding that successful people are not honest and they're not nice, and perhaps we have a bit of a skewed view of wealthy successful people. If that's the case, then I want you to let that belief go and forgive yourself for having it. We've all witnessed it. I talked about it a lot in my book, From Hoping to Having, the formula to wealth and success, about the way our beliefs about success and successful and rich people can really hold us back. Particularly if we have those beliefs that, rich people are horrible and they're greedy and they don't respect. Of course there are people like that, but it's not anything to do with the money. It's to do with the people not being very kind or respectful. And money doesn't change you into a bad person. It makes you more of who you are. So if you're already somebody who is mean and disrespectful with money, you're going to be even worse. But if you're somebody who's loving and kind and generous, then you're going to be even more loving and kind and generous with money. So I want you to see, is it your belief that is getting in the way? If so, we need to neutralize it, balance it up, and forgive, everybody around that situation. Okay? If this is more direct, you were promised a pay rise and it didn't come. Can we forgive that? You were promised a bonus and it didn't come. Can we forgive it? Because it will get in the way. All right. And so sometimes there's a very reasonable explanation. The money just isn't there. I'm so sorry. I'd love to have given you, but the business isn't doing so well at the moment. It's just not there. Right. So we can forgive, we can balance, we can move on. Okay. If this is more on a personal level, so let's say your partner or one of your children or something like that has taken money out of your account or your purse, and you're understandably upset about it. Can we move past that? Can we forgive and move on, and obviously create some stronger boundaries around it? Whatever that applies to you, if it applies to you in that circumstance. But for most of you, this Seven of Swords is about having a plan and a strategy of what you want to achieve in terms of your money and career. So with the money side, this could be about a property, an investment, a loan, a mortgage. This could be to do with debt. This could be to do with, a promotion for those of you working, wanting to get up the ladder a bit. If you're ambitious, it's allowing it to just say, what is my plan here? What is the strategy that I am kind of moving into? Because I clearly want a new beginning. We've got two aces with the star right at the beginning here. So as we come into this week, this last week of July, you're coming in with a plan. I want a new beginning. I want new happiness. I want to feel more fulfilled. I want to feel more enriched. I want to feel, just better in myself. And with the Ace of Coins, I want new money. This could be a new job. This could be a new income. This could be a new business, a side hustle you're setting up. This can be you finally being seen and recognized. The star is in the middle of these two aces, which is great. It's fabulous, Aquarius. So the star, of course, is your hopes, wishes, and dreams. It's you shining brightly, and it's you bringing things into balance. We've got the water jugs here, pouring things into balance. So we've got the angel of balance, and we've got more balance here. It's also about healing. All right, the star is a very healing energy. So we're allowing ourselves to rise into our light, being seen, allowing ourselves to be seen, shining brightly. For those of you wanting that promotion, you need to shine bright to outshine the other people who want it. Yeah, so we're shining brightly here because we're ready for our new beginning. And for some of you, this is coming quickly. We've got the Tower here with the King of Swords, I beg your pardon, King of Coins underneath. Now, King of Coins is Mr. Moneybags. He's affluent, financially secure. He's got the money and he's got the success. That's what we're after. So the Tower is coming in to fall on what might have been done and dusted or broken, or it's time to move on. The Tower comes in when the old is done. It's already broken. It's already dented. It doesn't fit me anymore. I've got a dream. Here's the star. I'm dreaming big. And so I'm going to allow that transformation to happen. So it may be that a job suddenly comes up, or somebody suddenly leaves and there's a vacancy, there's an opening. For those of you that this isn't about work, it's about money, then we can suddenly decide that, we're going to sell the house, we're moving. It's like, I didn't see that one coming. Well, I've got a dream. I want to relocate. I want to live in another country. It's that kind of dream big. Okay, dream big. We are moving through a massive transformation, right? So many of you, and this is my 11th out of 12 readings, have had this kind of transformational energy. The Towers come up over and over and over because all of us are in this energy, this changing energy through 2025 and 2026 of, does my life work for me? Is this the life that is right for me now? It might have been right for me 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Does it still fit? Because I'm growing, I'm changing, I'm evolving. And so a job that I might have loved a few years ago, it's just not doing it for me anymore. Or, limited thinking, I can only earn this, I can only go so far. That's falling away. And you're like, do you know what? I've got this dream. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to start this thing. We start to shift. So many of us are having this shift forward. So I want you to remember, don't be frightened of the Tower. Remember that the Tower only falls on something that's already done, right? In your heart, you know it. In your heart, I hate that job, and all of a sudden they're closing down and I'm out of work. Oh my God, panic, panic, panic. It's like, right, just trust that there's something else that is better for you, that is coming or is already here. Things shift because your heart doesn't align with it anymore. Your energy doesn't align with it anymore. So we just trust, okay? Now, we're moving forward towards the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Now, the Lovers can be talking about a romantic relationship, a partnership. And it can be that even within a money reading, because of course, if we're going through a big change like a divorce or the other way, getting married, it has a significant impact on our finances. And so for some of you, it is related to a relationship. You want a new beginning and you want out. For some of you, this is, I've just met the love of my life and it happened so quick and I just knew, bang. And now we're just moving forward together. It can be that for you, all right? And of course, 2 incomes are better than 1. So for some of you, it's that. Check out the love reading. I'm going to pop it up at the end. And the Love and Connections readings that I've done for everybody, which I don't normally do, and you know that about me. I just felt drawn to do them. And they're not just romantic love. They're about relationships. This could be about family. This could be about people you work with. It's any kind of connection. So check that out. It's worth looking at it, Aquarius, okay? So the Lovers also talks about making a decision. So heart over head. Don't let the head rule, let the heart rule. Okay, so we are moving towards a significant decision here. It's a major arcana card. So when we have major arcana cards, they're more significant than the minor arcana cards, right? The minor arcana are more about the day-to-day. The major are about the significant big shifts in our life. And you've got the Tower and the Star here. So, you know, with the Lovers. So this is big, all right? This decision is important. This decision is vital, they're saying, and it's based on the clarity and the truth that you are holding inside you. Right, so the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Truth as I like to call her, she can be a bit blunt sometimes. She's not all about the heart. She's about, this is what I want to do and this is what I'm doing, I need to tell you about it. And it's like, right, so that truth coming out can be related to that forgiveness, particularly because we've got the Lovers there. So this might have been a falling out between a couple, and we are moving through that forgiveness, which can restabilize everything. Okay, now for others of you, this is a decision related to work or your business. You want the new beginning. That means that something has to end to have the new beginning, because the universe needs to make space for the new beginning to come in. So the tower falls and I make a decision that I am moving through my truth towards new opportunities here. Now the Page of Wands is a messenger, the beginnings of an opportunity related to career. Okay, so the Wands is also about where my passion is. This could be a hobby and interest. You might be so into something, so passionate about something that you say, I could make money from this. You know, I love to paint and people love my paintings. I could sell them. You know, what can I do here? What opportunities can I create? So that's the Page of Wands. This is where you're making the decision from a place of truth that you want the new beginning, you want the money, you've got a plan and you're moving towards it now. And so those opportunities start to crank open to bring in those aces, that new money, that new happiness. And it's all because I've got this plan. Okay? All right. Anything else you want to say? They're coming back to this. I enjoy being around successful people who expand me, right? When we're around people who are already successful in something we want to do, spending time with them helps us to grow. Okay, I've got a really lovely connection with Danielle Sarang, who's the Squamish medium. She was, you know, been doing this not as long as I have, but we've learned from each other. We bounce ideas off each other, you know, and she is very successful, and that's helped me to grow. And so, you know, it's like, right, when we're around people who are just really good at what they do, it rubs off on us. So go for it. Spend time with people. If you want to, you know, start a YouTube channel, go and talk to somebody who's already got one and find out, and you'll grow. If you want that promotion, talk to somebody who's already at that level. How did you get here? What did you do? Right? What courses did you do? What qualifications have you got? How did you get to where you are? Go and talk to these people. It helps you grow. And remember that the Queen of Swords is the Queen of talking, right? She's all about the truth and clarity and speaking her mind and finding out and curiosity. So be curious, Aquarius. Go find out. Trust your heart. Don't let the head interfere. That's the main thing with making a decision with the Lovers. Let the heart guide you, because the heart is where the soul is. It's connected with your higher self and that drive forward into your best life. So listen to it, trust it, and go forward with it. Okay? All right. Let's see what the angels want to add. What else do you have? Final messages for my Aquarius, please. We want that one. Thank you. Higher thought. See, this is what we're talking about. The higher thought is the higher mind, is the higher self. It is the God self. It is the creative self. So when we're in this energy of the higher thought, we're going up the ladder towards the brightness, the lightness, the dreams. Get into that energy of letting my higher self guide me into my greatest life. Okay? So Aquarius, that is what I have for you for the coming about 5 weeks or so. I'm going to be back on Friday with your weekly collective reading. Just because it doesn't say Aquarius doesn't mean there's not a message there for you. All right? There's always a message there for everybody. So do check it out every Friday. I will be back next week with your general guidance for August. I look forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Subscribing is completely free, you know. And thank you to my paid members, which is not free, for helping support this channel and the free work that I do. So you don't have to do any of that. Just watching is enough. So thank you for being here. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.